Okay, quick opening and unboxing. This is the XDM in 10mm. This is the 4.5-inch barrel one because they don't yet make it in a shorter barrel. So that's the one I picked. Standard box. Comes very simply. Comes with 2 magazines, both 15 rounds. And I'm going to shoot a couple of the 10mm, but that's already been shown by several other people that it can shoot 10mm for sure. Okay, those 10,000 round tests or whatever they did. So it's an XDM, it's very familiar. I'm not going to delve too much into it. What I'm more here testing is how controllable it is with Armscor 10mm ammo. Not very familiar with it or its performance. And then, because it's a popular thing to do with the Glock 10mm pistols, I'm going to test it with 40 Smith & Wesson, just for fun. Okay, so here we've got 5 rounds of the Armscor 180 grain 10mm and 5 rounds of the Tula, because we're going to really do it if we're going to do it, and that's 180 grain 40 Smith & Wesson. Okay, we're going to run a brief shot of me shooting first 40 Smith & Wesson through the XDM 10mm, and then we'll run 5 rounds of the Armscor 180 grain 10mm ammunition through it. And we'll see that how the 40 functions through it. And these are Winchester white box defense loads, 180 grain as well. And then we'll see how it goes back to back. There you go. For this one, we're going to run a full magazine of the Tula 180 grain 40 Smith & Wesson through the 10mm and see how it runs. It is very stiff to seat the full magazine, but we'll see how it fires. Fairly consistent in firing, but again, it doesn't have to slide back when it comes back. So we're going to repeat the same test, but running it with the full 10mm and see if the Armscor will run the slide back at all. So here's a full magazine of the Armscor 180 grain 10mm ammunition, and we'll see. Well, I mean, mostly the first test was just running to see if it would run with 40, and it runs great with 40. So now we're trying to see if it's just the magazines need to be broken in, if the slide needs to be broken in, or I mean, if the 10mm ammunition will lock the slide back at all. So let's just run this test quick. Alright, so that one did for sure lock the slide back, so the 10mm is running fine with Armscor ammo. And I'll probably be running it with 40 more often just for plinking, just because the recoil is a bit less and it works, and 40 is still a bit cheaper than 10. So there you go.